people probably don't realize that there's more than one kind of shrimp down here on the coast. I know I didn't until I started targeting them myself, but let's get into it. So there's generally two types of shrimp you're gonna be catching down here. That's the white shrimp and the brown shrimp. Today we're gonna be targeting the white shrimp. Now there is some other kind of shrimp, but I don't think anybody's actually going out there throwing a cast net to have a grass shrimp ball. And there's something called a sea bob that I just really don't know a whole lot about. But today we targeting the white shrimp. Now you don't exactly have an option of which one you're going out there to catch because it's kind of a seasonal thing. Nothing. That was my first cast though. Now that's crazy. This is actually the second spot I stopped at. I stopped at another spot earlier, caught one after 5 casts. I come here and I caught like 20 of them in the first cast. I had to run back to the house and now I make a cast and there ain't nothing. It can be kind of hard to show you all about the shrimp if I can't catch them. Oh, I think I see one. Oh Lord, what we got? Oh man, that's not what we want. We got 2 net tears. Them daggum goldfish will tear up a net. Let's see. We can get them bad boys out without messing up nothing. My brand new net, y'all. Calm down. Alright, that's one. Oh, there's 2. Alright, cool. That's certainly not, whoa, what I'm looking for. Slime all over everything. Nasty. Let's see, do we even have a shrimp or was that just a bait fish? Let's see. Come on. Nope, didn't even catch a shrimp. But I think we caught 2 white bass. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Y'all let me know what that is. I think that's white bass. I ain't never caught but one of those on a fishing pole before. I mean, how am I gonna catch 20 shrimp and then 15 minutes later you don't catch a daggum thing? Unbelievable, dude. Just bogey. No shrimp. Well, let's see if tossing a little bait out of there will get them to congregate. Maybe we can get some right there. Just got to remember exactly where I'm throwing it. Unfortunately, that's probably going to bring in the catfish too, and that's a pain in the butt. Why do I feel so heavy? Ooh. Oh, there we go. There we go. That bait worked quick. The bait started working quick. There we go. Come on, grab on out of there. There we go. We got a handful. Here, we'll throw these little bitty ones back. I guess we need to keep these little ones. I mean, that's good for drying though. We'll probably dry them shrimp. We'll take the rest of them though. That's how I know I threw it on top of the bait. Ended up catching one right there. Get back in there. Get them shrimp coming. So there you go. That's what we're after today. That's the white shrimp. Now, the biggest difference between these and the brown shrimp is the brown shrimp are more brown, and the white shrimp are they're more white. But there you go, folks. That is the white shrimp. That's the ones we're after today. Like I said, you don't really have a choice because it's kind of seasonal. And around May is the time you'll catch the brown shrimp. The spring season is when they're catching mostly brown shrimp. And at that time, these guys are still out in the Gulf making babies, laying their eggs and such. And they'll lay like upwards of 1 million eggs for one shrimp. And then once they hatch, the little larval stages start eating stuff around that area. And then they start moving in around June, July. And getting all up in the marsh like that and in the estuaries, start getting big, start getting fat. And then around this time of year, August, September, October through November kind of thing, they start getting big, getting to size, and then they start drifting back out to the Gulf to start that process again. They only live less than 2 years. That ain't that long. And then of course, if I'm out and about with my cast net, they live less than that. So we sitting in the final, just the final weekend of September. So if you find yourself around the coast, bring yourself a cast net. You might be able to catch a handful of shrimp. And for recreational, so right now trawling season's open. Shrimp season is open, which means people can take trawl nets and go out in their boat, get a bunch of shrimp. Now, if you're recreationally fishing for shrimp, like with a cast net or whatnot, when it's not trawling season, you can still catch 50 pounds of shrimp. So any time of the year, you throw yourself a cast net. If you can get shrimp, which again, they seasonal, so you're not gonna catch them, you know, just any time you want. But you can keep 50 pounds, and when trawling season's open, a recreational fisherman tossing a cast net can get himself 100 pounds of shrimp. Now, I've seen times where people catch 100 pounds of shrimp. I've not necessarily been so fortunate in doing so. But I try. Hey, we got 5 of them. We got 5 shrimp and 2 mullet. That'll make a taco, or half a taco. We're making tacos. Mama Sue made some shark tacos out of the shark that I had in the freezer, and they were delicious, and we got a little bit left. So I'm thinking, we'll get a few shrimp. That was the mullet. We'll get a few shrimp, cook those up, and put those in the shark tacos. I think it's gonna be fantastic. Now, according to the interweb, some people say brown shrimp and white shrimp taste a little different. To be honest with you, I don't know, they might. I don't think I've ever had them side by side to be able to tell you the difference. But I do notice that, you know, sometimes when I eat shrimp, like at a restaurant or something, it'll be a little bit stronger flavor, sometimes a little milder flavor. Maybe that's it. According to the internet said the brown shrimp do have a little bit stronger taste. The white shrimp have a little milder taste, so they use them for different things, like brown shrimp for gumbo and stews and stuff like that, and then white shrimp for everything else. I don't know. They're not very big right here, but we're catching shrimp, so could be worse. Could be a lot worse. Need to head back to that spot in Point of Shin where they got them big old shrimp. But that's okay. I'll toss these little babies back. Let them grow some more. Maybe make it back to the Gulf to reproduce. But them shrimp grow fast, because like I said, you know, these shrimp right here, oh Lord, sometimes that camera gets confused. Come on, y'all. I need a better AI or something. I need a cameraman. Now, obviously them shrimp grow fast because, like I said, these shrimp right here wasn't nothing but eggs around May out in the Gulf. So they hatch, came all the way in here, and then some you getting this big, you know, they grow fast. And just like anything else, that's going to depend on the environment. It's going to depend on how much they have to eat. And then with shrimp and stuff like that, it depends on salinity levels, water temperature, all that good sciencey stuff that I don't really know a whole lot about. But I just know it's a thing. So if y'all like to know what kind of bait I'm using and where to find it, you can send a request and a financial donation to Pelican Bone Outdoors. No, I'm just kidding. It's called Lab Chow, and I get it at like a local feed store, a local feed and garden place. And it's basically just rat food that they use in like laboratory mice to, I guess, keep them alive while they do experiments on them. I don't know. Now we're getting into some size. That's what we're looking for right there. Look at that big boy, huh? I'll take that. Anyway, like I was saying, rat chow, feed store, you could probably get some other stuff. Some people say to use pogie meal, which I don't even know where to get that. You can make balls out of it. I think I've seen people talk about using cornmeal and somehow making a ball, making it sink down there. I'm sure there's a ton of stuff you can use, but anyway, I came across that while I was looking for the pogie meal, and I stopped in and asked the guy if he had any. He said no, and then he asked me what I was using it for. I said shrimp. And he said, I got something for you. So I used that. Ain't really had a need to try anything since. Stuff works. Maybe I need to come up with my own bait. Pelican Bone Outdoors shrimp bait. Just one. All right, let's see what we got. That's little one there, boy. Woo. That sucker is tiny. Now, of course, they don't all spawn at one time. So, you know, it's over a course of months, which is why you're going to have different sizes. Not to mention, again, it depends on where they ended up with how much food and all the great conditions and all that stuff. So that's why you got different size ones. And then they don't all leave the marsh too at the same time. That's why you can usually catch them from around where we at? We in September, August, September, October, November. Once it starts getting cool and that water starts moving out, we start getting them north winds and the current starts moving out and it starts getting colder water, then they start heading back out to the Gulf. So you got a little while to catch the white shrimp. The brown shrimp kind of just all leave at one time. You don't have a whole long time to get them. And we got all this vegetation moving in. This spot right here is pretty hard too because the tide does affect it with the water level, but as far as the flow goes, it kind of goes back and forth because this here is the main bayou. This is Bayou Barataria, but it connects to the Intercoastal Canal, which also goes this way. So this little canal right here goes from the main bayou all the way to the Intercoastal. When them big ships pass, it'll flow. So if they got a big ship pass right there, you'll see it'll swell up in there and then it'll come back and forth. So these lilies right here, I don't know if this is from the tide or from ships moving, but it's a pain in the butt because y'all seen it was clear when we first got here. And then a day or two ago, I came out here and tried this. I couldn't throw a cast net at all because it was completely clogged. See, and there's more coming too. Daggum. Uh-oh, let's see what that is. I see a little poof of dirt or something right there, so hopefully we didn't catch no daggum fish. I feel it. Nope, yep, one fish, but I don't think that's him. Oh, that might just been the grass that we caught. What we got? I see shrimp. Big old shad. I tell you what, Mr. Shad, you gonna do me a favor. I'm about to put you on a hook and see if something wants to eat you. Of course, again, we might struggle because of all this vegetation. Might get a chunking with, well, that's gonna get in the way of the cast net. Alright, you got lucky. Be free. Hope he might get eaten anyway. He looked like he was struggling on the way down. 2 shrimp? 3 shrimp? These are way too small. This one will just make it. Ooh, there we go. Little pocket of them right there. That's another big one. There we go. Fish through this grass and see what else we got. And I had to throw that one on side of where I put the bait because all that grass was right in the middle of where I put it. What is this called, y'all? This stuff right here. I just call it duckweed, but there's like different kinds of stuff that we call duckweed, so I don't know if that's actually what it is, but if you hear me say it, y'all know what I'm talking about. Got a few in there. Ooh, let's see if we can catch it right in the middle of that. Ah, well, that's good enough, I guess. Man, that definitely slows down the net from sinking. Oh, Lord. Oh, got 10 pounds of grass. But I see a shrimp. 2 shrimp. Couple shrimp, few shrimp. Oh, no, we got a bunch of shrimp. Look at that. There we go. Ooh, we getting some size on them now. I'll fish through that grass for them. Look at that dude there. Look at him. Well, come here, I was trying to show him. I guess I'll show you later. We'll get another cast real quick before we pick through it in case I don't want none of them to move out.
The lilies are bite.
What's that?
The lilies are bite.
Oh, they sure are. They got a few shrimp mixed in there.
Well, that's good.
They got shrimp in the bottom.
Y'all take care. That was Mr. Richard, y'all. If y'all haven't seen the video I did with him, he's got a place down the road right here that he crashed some soft shell crabs. Y'all, if y'all don't know how that works, y'all need to go check that out. That's a pretty amazing process. Tedious, a lot of work, but man, it's pretty cool. And that's how you get them. I think we got quite a few in this thing. Oh, we're gonna have to pick through that. All right, let's pick through this mess, see what we got. We gotta make sure they're not wrapped up in these lilies. Hate to be throwing good shrimp back. Kinda scared I'm gonna reach in there and grab something I ain't wanting to grab. Got a little catfish or something hiding up in there, man. It'll put a hurting on you quick. Grab a crab and that crab grab you. Look, there's a little baby crab. Check him out. Check that little guy out. He ain't gonna hurt. This little dude though, even these little ones will hurt. Where's your claws at? Oh, partner. That's another problem too when you're grabbing this grass. You grab them shrimp whiskers, and toss them back and not even realize. Might be easier just to pick out the shrimp, huh? God, some of these are just tiny. Why don't y'all grow? Y'all come grow and come back and talk to me. Come holler at me. Okay, let's just pick these bigger ones out and we'll dump the rest of them back. Ooh, I like that. That's a nice one there. That's a nice one there. You gotta pick through them, but they got a few good ones. But like I said, I just need enough for a couple tacos for me and the wife. Ooh, you ain't getting away. Let them go grow some more. I don't know, I got kind of a hard time not throwing a rod and reel out when I'm doing anything by the water, just in case. So I'm gonna put a piece of shrimp on this popping cork. Ain't gonna be popping it, we're just gonna be letting it sit while I go catch some more shrimp. But you never know. So if I toss it on this side, the current's moving that way, I ought to keep it right there where I can see it. If anything starts happening, we'll go run and check it, and if it happens too often, then we'll have to hold it and see what we can catch. Got it on the old ugly stick carbon inshore rod, so I ought to be able to reel in whatever wants to bite it. Of course, I'm probably gonna have a time with these lilies, but I got it in a spot where hopefully it'll miss most of them. I wonder if I should throw one on the bottom on the other side. I got like a 2-ounce weight on there. Ain't gonna catch nothing sitting on the bridge. This here is the old catfish special. Don't go thinking all I can catch is catfish though. My favorite part about this rod is how pretty that color is. Look how pretty that orange is, y'all. Y'all see that? Look how pretty that is. See if I can get it in the sunlight glistening. Ain't that pretty? I don't think that's got nothing to do with how good it works, but it makes me feel better. Yeah, this was gonna definitely run into some issues with some lilies. It looks like it's about to stop though. Don't look like they got too much more coming. Oh, not in the tree, right in the tree. Trying to catch a squirrel. Oh, yeah. Might have lost the shrimp too. Oh, I'm seeing popping. There we go. Oh yeah, we got a handful right there. Look, that's 4 or 5 of them just in the top. Got a couple hanging around. Oh, daggum catfish. How do we get one on the outside of the net? Ugh. Getting them though. I tell you what, now we start catching these catfish, we're gonna have to cut it early, because man, I do not like fooling with these things in a cast net. I'll take a crab and a goldfish at the same time rather than deal with one of these guys. Now this is a little freshwater catfish, so these don't hurt nearly as bad getting stuck as one of them saltwater catfish, but they just a pain in the butt to get out this net. Oh, this dude's missing one of his side fins. He might not be as hard to get out. You already had a bad day, huh? Oh, no, you're not. It's right there. You had me fooled there for a second, partner. There we go. Usually once I can get one of them out of there, they kind of just come out, but and fins are serrated, so once they slide through the holes easy, but they don't want to come out easy. All right, now we ought to be able to see what we got. Cool. Make sure we got them all. God, look at that. Dude, that's one cast. That's one cast. I didn't have nothing in there before. We just dumped it before we went through them lines out. Sure. Sometimes you gotta let that bait sit and they'll accumulate on it a little bit. I really don't even see any throwbacks in there. Take that. To be honest with you, that's probably all we need for the taco. Oh no, there's a throwback. He went stuck in there. Yeah, you can go back. Probably all we need for the tacos, but I mean, come on. If you're catching shrimp, there ain't no sense in stopping now. Them suckers freeze just right. Eat them later. Out of all the things I catch, I don't know, let me think about that for a second. I certainly prefer the crustaceans over the fin fish. So your crabs, your crawfish, and your shrimp. If I could only have those or fish, I'm taking those. Even though I do love me some fish. But when it comes to the crabs, crawfish, and shrimp, which one being the best, verdict's still kind of out. But I mean, shrimp, I feel like shrimp you can just do the most with. Cool, another one. Dude, this is, look at it. Look at them all. I mean, look, they're all in the bottom right here. All through the net. Ain't got much grass to pick out of that one neither. Definitely need to get right back in there. The good thing about them small shrimp too is you can make shrimp burgers like Sue did the other day. Cause you're kind of chopping them up anyway. Ay, what stuck me? Oh, shrimp. Oh, that was not only a bad throw, but it was in the wrong spot. Cause the lilies are once again directly in the spot where I wanted to throw it. Cause that is where I put my bait, right where them lilies are. Cause I lined it up with that hole and that hole. That's how I know. Of course, most of that bait probably done got eat already. Cool, but that's all right. Shrimp are still coming. Shrimp are still running. Look at that one. That's a nice one there, cuz. 3 nice ones. Oh, let them lilies move. Let's try and get it right where we had the bait and see. Of course, that current could possibly be moving the bait a little bit too. I know it sinks, but getting good, fellas. Getting good. And we had a cool front run through yesterday too. Didn't drop the temperature a whole lot, but boy, did it drop that humidity. And that is a blessing. Because it feels like a lower temperature just from less humidity. 90 degrees don't feel so bad with no humidity. I say no humidity, low humidity. Oh, how did I got a whole big old branch. Caught one of them trees. Oh no, we got everything. We got a bunch of shrimp. We got a daggum catfish. Big old limb brim. That wasn't too bad. Oh man. Do it right back in the net. Oh, come on. It's harder to take off the second time. Ooh, got a mess of shrimp in there. Oh Lord, we got 2 catfish. Come on, y'all, don't be doing that to me. All right, stand by. Let me get these out.
Catching anything?
Catching a few shrimp.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, that and all the grass that comes with it. But yeah, they got a few shrimp in there. Like that.
I didn't know they had shrimp in there.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna try.
I was checking out that bridge, see how far it's going.
Yeah, they got that side good ways. They just kind of getting started on this side. So it looks like they got a long way to go. That should be right on the beat. I think if we pull up a catfish in this one, we're gonna probably try and throw it next to the bait and see if that makes a difference. See if we get shrimp and no catfish. Looks like we ain't got nothing. Oh no, we got shrimp. We got shrimp. Yeah, we got shrimp. And grass. Not a lot of shrimp. Might have to replenish that bait. got a handful of babies. And a handful of big ones too, though. Oh, I think I just threw a good shrimp back. Sure did. Man, if I was next to the water, I could just sink this basket in the water and all this grass would float. I could just scoop it off the top. Man, that would be a good spot to do it too. Toss back some of these babies. That way, if they don't get big enough to catch this season, maybe they'll go make some babies and just have that many more next season. Oh, well, I could just do this, huh? Have floating ice chest and throw it out. Getting the mess of them now. Take a few more casts and we'll head back, clean them up, make some tacos. Gotta get some water first. Gotta rehydrate. The rehydration. What a beautiful day. They got some shrimp here, no? Look at that. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, damn catfish, boy. I thought that was a perfect cast. Man, you had to mess it up, didn't you, Channel Cat? God, dude, got me. Got me right on the tip of the thumb, almost under the nail. Man, they just keep on coming. Keep on coming, baby. Oh yeah, there we go. We got some bigger ones in that one too. Get a few pounds in no time like that. I don't think I'm gonna throw out no bait if they just stop. I think we'll have enough. But they still coming. Ooh, Lord, we're losing shrimp here. Look at that. Man, where'd he come from? That dude was out here for a little while. He already dead. Got a ton of shrimp that one. And a porgy. Yeah, got a good mess of them there. Ooh, Lord, they're falling out the net. I also need some bait shrimp because last time we went fishing, we used all the bait shrimp that I had in the freezer. So it might take some of the smaller ones that I got in there. Hang on to that for some bait. Ooh, Lord, what was that took off when I threw that net? Maybe we'll just pick out the ones we want for the tacos and save the rest for bait. I don't know, I ain't made up my mind yet. Sometimes decisions are tough. It's hard to stop throwing when you're catching shrimp. Because to be honest with you, I could be done right now. I just don't wanna give it up. Because you never know when this is gonna shut off and I ain't gonna be able to get no more right here. Yeah, that's the stuff. Look at that, huh? Yeah, a few more casts and I think we'll call it quits. Kinda want another cup of coffee this morning. Is it still this morning? Yeah, 10:30. It's still this morning. Oh, that ain't too bad. Got off from the firehouse at 7:30. Went to the first spot, casted a net. Didn't catch a daggum thing. Well, I caught one after 5 throws. I think I mentioned that earlier. Came here, threw a cast, caught one of those casts like full of shrimp like that. Went home, grabbed the bait and some stuff, and when I come back, I didn't catch nothing for like the first few casts. Had me worried. Shrimps and pogies, pogies and shrimps. Ow! Come on. Stop it. How are we tangled? Got me all tangled up on y'all. Man, that's a pretty fish. That iridescence of that sun. Shiny, shiny. Cool. Cool. I seen them popping around when I went to pull them up in this one. Look at that. Golly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's just the top of the net. And you got all of that right there at the bottom. Oh, Leroy, where you come from? Dude, I'll glance up, big old log floating up on top of the water. Goodness gracious, Leroy, what you doing here? I ain't seen you here in a little while, buddy. They got some old pig guts down the bayou that somebody just dumped off. You might want to go take a look at, clean that up. I think that's where he's headed. Might be where he's headed, because over there you can see that buzzard. He's chewing on it. Well, then again, he might be turning around and see what I'm doing. Follow the buzzards, Leroy. Follow the buzzards. Oh, still got shrimp in here. All right, y'all, just picked out a few. That's what we're gonna clean to make the tacos. Cause me, the wife, and my mama are about to go eat in a couple of hours, so I don't want to get full off of tacos if we're about to go eat. Now, I did see one of these where he went. They had one that was a little darker than the rest of them. This one right here, he's a little bit more brown, but you can tell by the tail right there. I don't know if the camera gonna focus in on it good. They got some like chartreuse right there on the tips of the tail. It's that little greenish yellow chartreuse on the backs of the tails. That's how you can confirm that it's a white shrimp, because the brown shrimp don't really have that. Anyways, if I can get this to work, I want to show y'all something. I know most people around here know about deveining the shrimp, they call it, and all that is pulling out the poop pipe. If you can see that little dark line that's going right there, that is their poop pipe. Normally, I'll be honest with you, I don't even much care. Don't even much care about it. I just pop them off if it comes out good. If not, I'll eat that too. I know that's pretty nasty, but I don't care. I don't find it taste too bad. But when you pop the head off, I kind of come right here and just like pinch tight, and most of the time you can grab that and it'll just slide right on out of there, and then there you go. Now most of the time, if that, oh, I didn't want to put the shell in there. That's where I'm putting the tails. Now most of the time, if you don't do that and you're just peeling it without trying to do that, then you got to go back afterwards and you cut it. You can just like butterfly. You just run a knife right across the center line like that, open it up, you'll be able to peel it right out. But when I'm peeling them, I tend to just take my time, take it a little bit more time, not much. Just pinch it like that, try and grab it, and it comes right out with it. And then there you go. That's all you got to do. And that's how I devein a shrimp, get that poop pipe out of there. Now, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, that is kind of nasty. You don't take that out of there. But so I made me up a little batter. All that is some cornmeal, some almond flour, and some Cajun seasoning. I didn't realize this is the was it stone ground cornmeal, so they got some kind of big chunks in it, which makes it a little crunchy. I don't know if I like that, but this is what we got, so that's what we're working with. I'm just gonna take the shrimp, toss it right on top of that, and I'm just gonna mix it up by hand. There's no wash on there. We're just gonna lightly batter it with whatever sticks to it. But one thing I forgot to mention while we was out there, y'all, is how they come up with the seasons for shrimp. So they got an idea. It's usually around this time of year that the trawling season starts, and then the brown shrimp, of course, is around May. But they don't just pick a date ahead of time and go with that. What they do is Wildlife and Fisheries goes out there and they do some test trawls. They do some test pulls to see what size the shrimp are, and they wait until the shrimp get market size before they open up the season for trawling. That way they're not out there just catching a whole bunch of little baby shrimp, because that don't do no good for nobody, really. So it's not like other hunting seasons and stuff. So, you know, like hunting season, they come up with that ahead of time, and whenever that date gets there, that's your opening day. They usually try and make that on a weekend, you know, opening day on a Saturday, so most people can make it. Or like trapping season, which is November 20th, no matter what day it falls on, no matter what's going on. That's a commercial license there for trapping and stuff. So I'm just gonna drop this right in the grease. Batter's not sticking very well. Probably should have made a wash, but I wasn't gonna fry it at all, to be honest with you. I was just gonna saute it for the tacos, but I had some of this oil left from when we cooked them trash fish. And I didn't want that to go to waste because that oil was still good. Well, that second round of shrimp came out better than the first one, I guess, because that shrimp was sitting in the batter a little bit longer and a lot more stuck to it. And I cooked it a little bit longer too. That came out real good. Hate to put it on a taco. Let's go make one though. I think we're gonna start with a little bit of cheese. Right there, I think this is sharp cheddar, to be honest with you. I'm not really sure because my wife already shredded it up nice and good. I'll lay that piece of shark right there on top of that. Then we're gonna grab some of our shrimp. We'll grab half and half of the first batch and the second batch. Line that up nice and thick. Called an overstuffed taco. Then I'm gonna lay me a couple slices of this avocado because we didn't have any more guacamole. We had some guacamole for tacos, but we ate it all with the shark tacos. And then let's go on top with a little pico de gallo. There we go. Get up in there. And then we're gonna top it off with some of that Tabasco sriracha. I don't really care for Tabasco sauce, but their sriracha, it's on point. Drop me a little line of that. Pop one of these in my mouth just because it's delicious. And then there you go, a shark and shrimp taco. How many times you heard somebody chewing on one of them? That's good. Well, you ain't getting none of this, cuz. That's all me. We're actually supposed to be going to eat at a Mexican restaurant this evening, but I bet you they ain't got none of this. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all learned a little something. Every now and then, you know, I pick up a little knowledge along the way, either through research or experience. So I'll try and pass that along to y'all. I am by no means an expert in anything. I mean, if breathing wasn't a voluntary motion, I'd probably mess that up too. But if you catch anything that I say and you know otherwise, make sure you let me know if I got something wrong, because I always want to pass on the right information. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for making it all the way into the video. Thank y'all so much for y'all support. We almost at 31,000 subs. That's all y'all. Couldn't do that without y'all. I appreciate the support. On our way to 50K. Hopefully we can get it to the end of the year. If we can make it before the end of the year, that'd be fantastic. We'd have to ramp it up a little bit, but you never know what can happen. But thank you guys again so much for watching. Thank you all for y'all support. God bless you. Jesus loves you. So do I.